11/11 portal activation day officially. We've received a channel message. Guys, I was like, no channel message. I just want to. And then it was a bit of cards, and I was tired. I've been really working hard on this transformation and just put them away. And then when I sat down to start getting them together, well, I noticed right away we have the King of Swords here. The masculines honoring their truth. They're awakening to their truth and their knowledge at a deeper level of self. And what it has to do with is working with the feminine to untwist the knots through the Eight of Swords. We have to go within and we have to heal something. We have to repair something. We have to fix something. Because we're finding strength to face the unknown, the negative. We're finding strength to connect with the feminine and work with her, because sometimes it's scary. Sometimes we don't want to honor what she's saying. Sometimes we don't want to believe it. And sometimes what she's telling us is connected to a piece of ourselves we're not willing to let go of, or a piece of ourselves that, like, we still want to be creating there. We still want to be there. We feel safe there, but it's an illusion. And this illusion is suffocating us. That's what they've shown me. And we discussed this message last time, and they've said, this is key. It's still at play. But seeing through our illusions and healing ourselves from what's suffocating us, from what's weighing us down. And like, they're showing me like, this is pulling us down into the pits. If we're willing to do the work to heal from this by what's being reflected back to us, because they're telling me things are being reflected back to us of truth to see through the illusion, and it's painful. You're showing me pain. As sharp as glass. It's like, these truths are laser truth. There's a lot of thoughts coming through here. Let me get my words. That these reflections are so precise. They're sharp. They can cut us ourselves. They hold the positive and the negative, but they're not to cut us. They're to see the positive and what's being reflected back to us through the negative, to put back the pieces of self. But it is connected to like this wounding, this pain, but we will be gifted, and it's connected to that rabbit, the fertility of our rebirth, and we're rebirthing from our center. And our center is connected to the Ace of Cups, and how we will manifest moving forth here, healed from the devil energies. And it's connected to New Earth, and it's connected to growing old here. The templates of New Earth, they don't look at older people like, old Earth, it's like you look at older people and you're like, it's not cool to be old. But yes, it is. It's like we've healed from all that separates us here. It's like when we're young, we're separated from what's old. When we're old, we're separated from what's young. When we're black, we're separated from what's white. We're white, we're separated from what's black. No, we're not. That is an illusion. That's a trick here. And we're erasing those lines. We're erasing them right now to restore balance to the two. And it's to heal from our fear through the gift of clarity in the Four of Swords. Many of us are going to have a tower moment. Now, it is connected to a message they've shared. We're going to break it down here in channel messages, and then we're going to go forth in part 2, and we're going to build off of it, and we're going to gain access to the information from the 11/11 portal. Now, we know we've been working on repairing this connection within. It's been severed within. We have to repair this, because it's about feeling whole. It's about our wholeness achieved from within. and then we're going to expand to without. There is a deep, 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 deep connection to what we are connecting to right here, the patterning in order to expand with. I want you to see, look what she's wearing on her head, her headdress. This has to do with patterning. And we're creating with this from the unspoken energies, the unspoken languages. We're connecting to this from other realms. And we're manifesting it here. This is from the 5D and beyond to the 3D, but we've actually manifested it. But we're going to manifest it by repairing the cord within. We're not building this without. And that's what we've been learning. That's how we've been expanding. So the sun is here to show us that this is how we're expanding, and this is what I love about doing this and receiving messages. You know, sometimes, guys, I get upset because I think my gift is not cool enough. And then I'm standing here right now putting 2 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 and 4 together, and look, there's the connection right there. I can see it now within the card. Did not notice it till right now. Look at the sun and look at her headdress. And this is what I love about channeling. This is what I love about everything that we do here. Because look, you can see the symbology right here. Now, there is going to be a shift. From the 3 of Pentacles to the 2, we're healing from the lack of. It's being represented right here through the flowers. We're going to work and connect through the 3 to restore balance to the 2 to heal from our lack of. This is going to have us feeling like, look at this cat. Like, he's feeling full. He's feeling happy. He's feeling peaceful. He's feeling content. He's feeling all those things, like after you have a great meal and, you know, you've expanded your mind with something of the light here, and you're just feeling this vibe. That's what we're creating here on Earth. But it's through the templates of New Earth. So it's looking different from what we've seen in the past. And we know that we're journeying by moonlight in order to repair this connection within. This is what we're doing. La Luna's helping us to understand what we need to do, the patterning we need to create to repair this connection. And it's adding the positive charge to the negative. It's allowing the masculine and feminine to work together. It's not just hearing the feminine within and then not acting on the information that she's sharing us, not acting off our instincts. We're still, before we get this, we're still acting off of what our mind is saying to us. Now we're getting its instinct, and La Luna's showing this to us. And this is connecting to energies that are not of this planet, not of Earth. This is bigger than us. This is the unspoken languages speaking to us. And what they're coming here to speak to us is it's time for a transformation. The Scorpio has the key to our transformation. It's the patternings of death, or it's the patternings of life. And you can see it right here. These patterns will create death. These patterns will create life. And remember, we need both. That's the balance. That is the key. Death is a part of life, and life is a part of death. And we need to honor that. There's something we're seeing here. And it's very deep. This is very deep. They're showing me it's very deep. Okay, like here's middle world, here's upper world, here's lower world. This transformation is very deep. We're going deep down in here within. But it's going to allow us to take all of this and use all of this. So we're going to cut away what's not serving us down here. It's weighing us down. We'll cut it away. And then we'll free ourselves up. And we're going to use all the leftover energy to catapult ourselves back up through self. And we're going to have this transformation of self. And now we have connected to the proper patterning. But guys, as you can see within this imagery, this is not easy. There's nothing easy about this. And 1111 is when we decide, are we walking through the gateway? Are we walking through the portal? Are we going to allow to actively and consciously continue this patterning? How bad do we want it, right? I just hear a song right now. How bad do you want it? Okay, no, I'm not singing today. Our DNA and our actual self, our body is going to start activating and transforming through this transformation. And this has to do with the rejuvenation that's being offered. This is the creation of a whole new self. But remember, this is from the past. This is being birthed from the past. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. And what they show me this is connected to is the alien. And the alien is, I want you to see there is the DNA activations. And this is removing what's not of self, activating what is of self. Like, look at how we're activating here with our light body. But they've shown me that we're going to be gifted with pieces of ourself from the heavens. This is the gift. We're going to be gifted from pieces of ourself, from knowledge from the heavens through us. And because we're doing all this purification work to become more crystalline, and this is what we found out from our last message, and it's how we project ourselves out into the world. That lens is being filtered right now, and they're showing me this is literally the representation of the imagery of how this is happening. And this is connected to our flame, ancient information, our divine blueprint, scribing, but the connections we're making. Look at within the void. If I can get it to focus here. Do you see the Star of David within the void? We're making the patterning and the shapes we need to make, but this does have to do with solar plexus healing and a deep connection to scribing, which we're going to be doing here within a second. And we're just going to jump forth to the next piece of the information, because as we discussed, this is about how we're projecting ourselves out. And on our last message, we did find this out. This is connected right now. This energy is connected. The alien, and we probably are feeling very alien right now, is connected to Scorpio and the purification to resurrect. I want you to see this. The extraordinary power of prayer. This is the energy of miracles, but we can't let our fears and our mind get in the way. We can do this. We can have this transformation. And right in the void, this is where we're making the connections. The void here and the void here are connected. We're going to go within here. We're going to make the connections we need to make here. And they're telling me it's connected to scribing. And we know that Scorpio is working with Saturn, the Lord of Karma, the grandpa energy, Mr. Maturity over here, to keep us anchored. And this is just about doing what's right and working with our truths. And we know Saturn is also working with Pluto, but I don't have Pluto here. I don't know why I didn't grab it, but it's not here for a reason. We'll find out why. And Pluto and Neptune are working with Saturn because we're having our rebirth not here. It's not of this world. It must take place beyond time and space, and this is what we found out on our last reading. So we will continue on. This is how we project ourselves out into the world. This lens, the lens of us. It's like, look at, this is the void here. And this is, we are within the void. We are the sacred container. And it is how we project ourselves out into the world through the void, through the lens, is being purified. But it's also connected to a purification that is happening going within the void to activate it. Remember, as it's going within and without, and within and without, and it's connected to creation, destruction, and the energy of the Taurus to keep it flowing, to keep this purification. And this has something to do with the masculine and the work that the masculine's doing. It's like the masculine is in a time of purifying themselves, of how they project themselves out into the world. And now, there again, this Emperor card makes sense as to why this one is here for the message. Because look, this is projecting ourselves out into the world, and it's balanced. with the light. And it's raising the communities up. This is New Earth. Here it is right here. That's New Earth. And it's a connection to spirit. And it's a raise in vibration with spirit. And we know we're working with the masculine now. We've repaired connection with the masculine within. We're working with the masculine. That is what we found out. That is what this is all about. And it's because the masculine's making their connections, their understanding. It's connected to the Six of Wands. The masculine is connecting to the Six of Wands, and they've activated with healing the patterning to, now they're going to come back up. Remember, they took a descent within the death card here. We've taken a descent to purify. Look, there it is. It happened. It happened right here. We made sense of the patterning down below, and we came back up. Or we created the patterning to come back up. And that's really what they're sharing with me. The message is coming clear. So we cutaway was no longer serving us. The broken pieces, what's stagnant, what's not of self. We removed it in alien. That's what we're doing here. That's why we look like that. That's why we're activating like that. And remember, we are aliens. And we're also a part of the earth. So we made some sense of what we needed to make of, and we started to create the patterning that we needed to raise our vibration back up. And look, we did so. We raised our vibration back up. And the patterning was created that needed to be created. Now, I'm going to try to get this to focus. Look at his third eye. Right? Remember, look at his third eye. There's his connection. And the feminine making her connection right here, and the masculine making his connection right here. Look, he's made it. And he's having visions of it because he created this patterning to raise his vibration of self, though. This patterning is of self, and it's of the earth. It's of the heavens, of the earth, through self. And it was created. This was created here. And there's a connection to the feminine. It was created through the sphere. So the masculine repaired the connection within, with the feminine. This is beautiful. And guys, we just hit 13 minutes on my meter here of how long? 13:11 right now. Okay, so they have shared with me that this message is connected to the masculine and everything we just discussed. Now, this just reminds me of the beautiful totem poles that are in Victoria, British Columbia, up here in Western Canada. They're spectacular, and last time I was there, I got some artwork connected to my path, and this is just very much reminding me and bringing me back to the beautiful peace that was there within the ocean. But not only was there a connection to peace, but there was also a connection to this beautiful excitement of creation. And I'm feeling that energy in here. We're feeling peaceful and happy, and this joy and content, but it's not putting us in sloth mode. It's actually, we're connecting to the electricity and the rhythms of the universe, the electricity and rhythms of the elements of creation here. And we're manifesting with it. We've actually untwisted it here, and it feels very beautiful here, this energy. It's healed. It is of New Earth, and it's a gorgeous feeling, and I wish I could just bottle it all up and send it to everybody right now. The totem. Belonging. A totem is similar to the heraldic emblem of our family or clan. It may be a simple pole carved with the mythical story of a people. A totem can also indicate plants and animals, and may be used to tell a story, marking a specific event that is meaningful to a group, or in some other way describe a collective identity. Sometimes they are revealed during rites of passage or initiation. I know I'm on point, guys. I know I'm on target because I lose my words, and I want to start downloading telepathically. So let me get myself back here in center. Making a specific event that is meaningful to a group or in some other way describe a collective identity. Sometimes they are revealed during rites of passage or initiation. And we are in a time of a rite of passage and initiation to walk through the gates, the 1111 portal. 1111 portal, and we're going to go through there because that was the first card that I received in channeled messages. When you are uncertain of which action to take, look to your own totem, whether personal or shared. Acknowledge your core beliefs and act accordingly. Well, this makes complete sense. Our core beliefs and act accordingly. Because this is about the alien, and the alien is connected to our core beliefs. This is us. Like, when we have mutated and had our metamorphosis, our transformation, we're not going to look like the person we were before. Body, mind, soul. Confirmation right there from the universe, okay? And the key words of this energy are belonging, of this energy, which is all connected. Belonging, guidance, support, roots, family, and we know we're healing with family, and we're creating the family of New Earth, the golden ages, and those templates, the communities. The past, this is connected also to the past, and we know we're healing from the past to move forth into the future, but understanding we're always connected to the future and the past at the same time. But when we're active during the present moment, that's where our manifestation powers amp up. And the biggest key word of this is a long-lasting commitment. And the time, the duration, 1 to 3 years. And 1 to 3 years, if that bothers you, you have some healing to do. You have some healing to do with time here and how we build and grow and manifest on this planet. And I'll tell you, you know, when I first started off on my path, I was like, instant, and things didn't happen instant. Man, boy, the way that in which I was creating was a nightmare. And that's the templates of old earth. That's the connection to the devil energies and feeding off the high. That's why we do impulse control work, and we work with time. Time is a tool, and we remember that. We untwist it. We hang out with the sky. And then you start healing with time. And then you start understanding, it's like, now when I manifest, I'm like, I went back from like, okay, this can happen in 3 months to like, okay, this is going to happen in 10 years. Yeah, and it like, that really hurts some people, but you have to heal from that, because the more you let go and heal with time and allow divine timing and just when it's supposed to be, it's raising you. It's allowing you to create more here. You know what? You've just let go. That's what you're really doing in the death card. It's just like, you know, this is holding on to everything that you wanted to create that didn't work out. This is holding on to everything in your past. You can't transform. It's weighing you down. You don't have enough energy to have a metamorphosis. And it's not of you anyways. So you cut it free. You break free. And yeah, it hurts at first. You have to grieve. It's hard. But this is where you expand. This is the truth. This is the heart of the matter. And like, there just comes a point in time where you surrender to the truth. You surrender to what is. You just surrender to the facts of the matter. And you know, it's not about to get in an argument with self, and it's not about to say, oh, I wish things were different here. We surrender to the way things are here, and we create anew. And we also are going to get humble with time too, guys. You know what? We're not actually here forever. Tomorrow has come. We're creating with what we want to do, our visions of what we want to do now. Okay? So we're going to choose to transform, and we do so. They've shown me that we're going to pick the connection, working together, and there is symbology here for an even bigger transformation now, because we're going to make the choice to work together. There's transformation, and we actually are going to enter this space here. This is what they're showing me that this is connected to. And that we're going to enter this space together. I don't know how yet, but we're going to find that out. And what has happened here is it's because that the masculine has created, right, their new patterning. And remember, feminine, you have masculine within you. So this is connected to you and the patterning that you've been creating to expand and raise your vibration. So now the masculine has their new patterning here. And they're going to expand it. And I want you to see. We've expanded from the lower world. We've understood something here. We have a knowledge here, and it's allowed us to heal. The lower world gave us the access and information we needed to heal, and it's connected to patterning and through the earth, the pentacles. And the alien, the connection to self, our authenticity, is connected to the Two of Cups. Our equality, we really need to understand this. Our authentic self, and this is the connection to our starseed roots and homes, who we are as a starseed, who we are as a twin flame, is connected to the Two of Cups. So if you're not honoring your authenticity, if you're not honoring the fact that you are a starseed, that you are a twin flame, that this is a part of you, and you still have your blinders on, you're not honoring your equality. If you're still stuck in, you know, well, I understand this, I've heard the feminine, I know that this is who I am, I'm understanding that I am a starseed, I am a twin flame, and whatever that means to you guys, I'm not, you know, pushing labels. This is what it is. Like an apple's an apple, an orange is an orange. So you can peel that apple and peel that orange and figure out how it tastes inside. What kind of apple is it? What kind of orange is it? Is it tasting stale? You know, is it tasting sweet? You guys gotta understand what this means for you. But we have to honor ourselves here. Now the Queen of Wands is understanding this. The Queen of Wands is connected now to the transformation and the feminine side of things. She is what's going to activate the second transformation now that we are deciding to have this metamorphosis, the masculine and feminine now together to move forth. And this metamorphosis, of course, is connected to freedom. Look, once again too, never noticed this till right now. Love this. Look at the patterning. The pentacle and the pentacle, it's right here. But he has the pentacle. The devil does not have his energy. See, right now, and look, he can free himself from that cage at any time. But you know what? He is not leaving because the devil has his energy. And look at the chains. But we're taking back our energy. That's what we're doing. We're taking back our energy. We're not going to give it to the devil anymore. We're not going to feed the devil. We're going to feed self. We're going to nurture self. This is literally one of the best representations of what I mean, but how we're giving all of our energy to the devil, how we're just giving it all up. We're being depleted. We're wasting away at this point. We are not happy. We are caged, but we can set ourselves free. We have to, it's about untwisting things, unmanipulating the patterning that has our energy stuck here. That's what we've been doing. This is what we've been working on. This is how do I create here to get my energy back? This is mine now. I took it back from you, devil. I took it back. And I did the work to understand self, to understand how to create here through my authenticity, through my patterning. And I took back my energy. And when I took back my energy, I activated. But the thing is, guys, they're showing me, we're not just doing this by ourselves. Like, we think we're just, oh, I'm going to do this by myself. I'm going to take back my energy. No. Source is helping us. The divine is helping us. The Luna is helping us. We are having help with this. Our ancients, our ancestors, we're not alone. So now we've done it. through the masculine. And what happens after this? There's an awakening. There is a deeper awakening. And look, 1111. And not only has the masculine gone through the gateway of 1111 portal, the masculine right now is in the portal, being activated through the portal. And we're going to find out what this is connected to, what the message of this is right now through the Sacred Geometry Oracle. And we're going to confirm it through the Crystal Medicine Oracle.